Hi everyone, welcome back to All Shinobi channel. How are you guys? This time the All Shinobi returns with a story that is rare and never even meet. On this occasion we will discuss the next Jinchuriki generation. But before entering the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe so that All Shinobi will be even more excited and will continue to update about the latest videos of Shinobi's world. As we know, the Biju were created by Hagoromo to be able to live side by side with Shinobi. However, what happened was the opposite, where the Biju were captured and used as a war instrument by the Shinobi who craved great power. A lot of them were tormented before getting caught, such as Kurama, who repeatedly received beatings from the Shinobi, until he was caught by Madara and Hashirama. As a result, the 9 beasts created by Hagoromo were successfully captured and locked into the bodies of several Shinobi called Jinchuriki using a special seal. Each of them live in a different country with Shinobi who have almost the same power as them, such as Gaara, who became the Jinchuriki of Shukaku, Yugito with Mathatabi, Yagura with Isobu, Son Goku with Roshi, Kokuo with Han, Saikein with Utakata, Chome with Fu, Biyuki with Killer Bee and Kurama with Naruto. The strength of the Biju is able to affect their Jinchurikis, so some of them have techniques that come from the Biju in their bodies, such as Gaara with his sand technique, Roshi with lava release, Utakata with the ability to create bubbles and others. Compatibility is what makes them chosen to be the container of the Biju. Now the Biju have been freed from their previous Jinchuriki, however, that freedom will be a dangerous thing for them, because they will not be able to protect themselves. If the Otsutsuki come back to Earth, they will threaten the lives of these Biju. In order to prepare for the fight against the Otsutsuki in the future, these Biju must choose their Jinchuriki that match their respective abilities. And here, the next generation of Jinchuriki who also have almost the exact same abilities as their Biju. 1. Shukaku, Shinki. Shukaku is a one-tailed Biju who has special abilities in wind release and sealing techniques, and has a habit of living in the desert. It has a very high compatibility with Shinki, who is a user of magnetic ore created from iron sand. He is also able to use sealing technique, as he had used in his fight with Boruto against Arashiki. Having a place that live close by allows Shukaku and Shinki to train and work together, just like Shukaku and Gaara used to be. This is certainly a precaution that they can take, so that Arashiki's attack that overwhelmed them doesn't happen again. 2. Mathatabi, Wasabi Izuno. Mathatabi is a big cat that is formed from a very hot blue fire. Not only that, it has a very powerful heat, Mathatabi can also be said to have no physical form because almost his entire body is created from fire, so he can avoid all kinds of physical attacks. Its form, which is a cat, has a very high compatibility with the ability of Wasabi Izuno, who inherited the legendary cat technique from his grandmother. With Wasabi's habit of using the cat form, it won't take long for her and Mathatabi to unite in the fight to become a pair of Jinchuriki and Biju. The two of them would make a perfect match, and Wasabi would become the first cat Jinchuriki of the Izuno clan to worship cats. 3. Isobu, Kagura Karatachi. Isobu is a Biju that lives in water, which he is also in a large lake in the Land of Fire, which is very close to Kaguya's existence. He has a technique based on water release, the same as Kaguya. Not only the two matches, the previous owner of Isobu was the grandfather of Kagura, namely Yagura Karatachi. With drastic changes in the current era, and Kagura being a different person from Yagura, it is very likely that Isobu will choose him to be his Jinchuriki partner. Isobu's presence will strengthen Kagura's water release, and with Hiramakarai's presence, Kagura's chakra scythe throws will have a much bigger impact using Isobu's chakra. 4. Son Goku, Seki. Son Goku is a gorilla with 4 tails, which is capable of spewing lava from its stomach. This ability is included in one of the Kake Genkai, which means someone who will become the Jinchuriki is someone who have the ability to use the Kake Genkai. The only Ganon that has the most chance of mastering lava release is Seki, who has earth release and a special ability that can launch massive attacks without chakra. His presence close to the desert where Son Goku is, allows Goku to find and choose Seki as his Jinchuriki partner. With his special abilities, as well as his determination to continue Onoki's wishes, Seki will become the strongest Jinchuriki of Son Goku, surpassing Son Goku's previous partners. 5. Chome, Denki. Chome is the only Biju that can fly and uses lightning release as his main attack. Denki, who was previously said to have no talent to become a shinobi, has shown his immense determination, where he can use his intellect in the fight against Tsubaki in the last Chunin exams. He attacks Tsubaki with a simple lightning release in one hit, using the ninja weapons he has created. By seeing Denki's determination, Chome will choose him as his Jinchuriki partner. Since they are both the same lightning release users, Denki will be able to take advantage of Chome's power very well, in terms of ninja technology or ninjutsu. 6. Gyuki, Yurui. Gyuki is an 8-tailed beast that can be said to be an icon of the village of Kumogakure. Since being sealed within Killer Bee's Jinchuriki body, Gyuki has decided to be Killer Bee's partner until the end. Unlike the Biju who can never die, the shinobi who become their Jinchuriki will continue to grow older, just like Killer Bee is today. Before death approaches Killer Bee, the Jinchuriki will transfer Gyuki to his descendants, namely Yurui, who is also a shinobi who mastered sword techniques like his father. Their compatibility is very high, because Yurui is able to use the balloon burst technique that can be combined with the ink from Gyuki, which will create a high explosion that can kill their enemies in an instant. Because the father and son almost have the same nature, it doesn't take long for Gyuki to get to know Yurui. 7. Kurama, Himawari. Kurama is the strongest beast of all the tailed beasts created by Hagoromo. He will not just disappear after Baryon mode, because there is a very high possibility that he will come back to life like Isobu, who was killed with Nohara Rin. And that's a big reason why Naruto didn't feel too sad after Kurama's death. Kurama has the ability to detect hatred, and is very compatible with Himawari, who has a sense of affection, and is very sensitive to her surroundings like her father. In addition, Kurama also has a super regeneration ability that can continue to regenerate the wounds that exist in Himawari. From the start, since Kurama wasn't that interested in Boruto, he had thought of being in Himawari's body after Naruto. With the great power of Kurama, Himawari will become the strongest shinobi figure after her father, who at that time became a hero of the shinobi world, and of course the same thing will happen to her daughter who has collaborated with Kurama. Not only will she become a future Hokage, Himawari will also play a big role in the war against Otsutsuki with Kurama. Unlike the 7 Biju who already have a match with the next generation of Ganon, Kokuo and Saikeon who have special abilities do not yet have a match. Similar to the previous generation, it is very likely that the 2 Biju will have a Jinchuriki figure from outside the Big 5 villages. And it's not impossible that Ryogi, the owner of the Kake Genkai Ice, will be part of the next generation of Jinchuriki. If all of the 9 Bijus already have their Jinchuriki, then it's been confirmed who will become the Jinchuriki from the 10 Tails. It's none other than Boruto Otsutsuki. Boruto will grow stronger from gaining the 10 Tails, and be able to face the Otsutsuki. Enough to get here first all shinobi this time. For the next story, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, because all shinobi still has lots of stories and theories about the world of shinobi. See you next time, and goodbye!